Me and Julie met in 1973. I was about 17 or 18, so she'd have been about 16. And shortly after that, we started dating. And funnily enough, I just knew right from the start that she was right for me, and the rest, they say, is history. We went out with each other for about 5 years, and it was 1978 when we got married. We were married for 42 years in total, had 3 children, had a wonderful life together. She was so good at caring for people. She was so selfless. Towards the end of last year, I did notice she was becoming more forgetful. Late in February, I got a message from Julie's close friend asking me whether there was something wrong with Julie, because she seemed like she had a brain fog. That's when I got Julie an appointment almost straight away. This was just prior to lockdown. And the doctor started asking her questions about her health. She asked her if she was depressed, and she said no. And she said then that she was going to do this cognitive test. I think that Julie wasn't in the right frame of mind to do that test. And it might have been just a bad day. Diabetes might have been raging, her sugar levels may have been high. So when it came to answering the question, she maybe wasn't in the frame of mind to concentrate on answering it properly. And it was a few days after that she received the letter inviting her for further tests from the Younger Persons with Dementia team. My wife was 62, and the doctor was talking about early onset dementia, and that, if you do get it at that age, is quite devastating. I tried to play it down a bit and say, look, they're only just trying to look at the possibilities. But what she wrote in a personal diary was that she read a shocking letter from the hospital. They think I've got dementia. And that was how her mind was thinking at the time. And that appointment was set for the 7th of May. And that coincidentally was the day after Julie took her own life. After she died, obviously COVID had a massive impact on me and on the family, on our ability to mourn. The funeral was limited to 10 people. And even then, her mum, who was 95, she was advised to socially distance. So she sat in like a different part of the crematorium to everybody else. And although it was a nice service and there were some nice words spoken, it wasn't the same without the support of more family and friends. I was reasonably confident that I could deal with the inquest. I had no illusion about the inquest itself, that it was just a formality that everybody had to go through by law. I was told they wanted an account from me of what had happened with Julie. I sat down and I just started writing some background notes, and then circumstances leading up to Julie's death, some relevant issues and some lessons learned. When we went into the inquest, the coroner explained that the purpose of the inquest is to ascertain how a person died and not why they died, and that that's all the law requires. He has to deal with facts. So when I said this may have led to Julie's suicidal thought, he would say, yeah, but that's conjecture. And this is a legal thing. Unless you've got a legal mind, you just know what is right and what is wrong. And something that seems relevant to us might, in the court of law, not be relevant because it's conjecture. People ask me what was the outcome, and the outcome was that Julie took her own life, and we knew that right from the start. So that wasn't a revelation. So really, it's just a way of closing the book, and that's how they deal with it. There's been a lot of talk about the impact of COVID on people's mental health, and it didn't need a letter from the Younger Persons with Dementia team to carry out further tests. They could have done further tests without even mentioning the word dementia. That just opened up a whole can of worms, and something Julie was having to live with during the COVID period when there was not a lot going on in her life. Had she sort of gone into that COVID period and been going about a normal routine, she would have probably been too busy to dwell on it and even worry about it. She would have just been doing what she normally did, which was looking after other people.